from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 4 catches, 72 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
His throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
First carry for Royce Freeman. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
This is Freeman.
Royce Freeman, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the 1st drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that 1st drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the 1st one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They went 3 and out on their 1st drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They hand it off to Mostert. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up. The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat them right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also yeah. Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? There's 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Landry now on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens will take over. The Ravens offense back out there. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
The give to the fullback on the dive. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On third down, it's Carson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drop. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here's Michael Palardy now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Give them 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. And they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Here's Michael Palardy now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos about set to go on offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That gain on third down. Good for 28. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz. Were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Tackle that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Mostert. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41. The Broncos on third down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
On the give, this is their fullback. A gain of 3, second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 16-yard line. 1 yard.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try.
A 30-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Ravens strike first at 3's him.
Ravens 3, Broncos 0.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Broncos in the hurry-up, trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. to throw now on first down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Taken down and set.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
On the option, a handoff to Carson.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Here's Michael Palardy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Nothing.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Bucs. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard, just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
So the Broncos coming out now. Yeah, with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Here's Patterson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
Mostert. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. This is Mostert, and he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Once again, it's Mostert.
46-yard line.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Now second and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Being chased out left.
The quarterback on the spot.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
22-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw here. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Up at 6. Brings up 2nd
and 4.
At the 8-yard line.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard.
Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
Complete to number 6.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Back now in Baltimore. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Ravens 3.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Fighting to stay, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Number 4.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
19. It's a pickup of
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only 1 time. Here it's 3rd and 2. This is Carson. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Well, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
To number 86.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 13-yard line.
Slant pass to Boyd. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And his kick is good. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Call it a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, Your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now 4th down.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And off the upright and it caroms in. It's good. The kick is good, and that writes a crazy finish to this one. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kick.